Hello guys, in this video tutorial we are looking at CSS list. Okay, let me start by creating a file. Okay, we have a list here. I'm going to make use of the list we have here already. Okay, let me just create a file. This one already has CSS so that everything will be clean. I create a new file. I'll call this file css list.html. Okay, I just use my HTML version 5 basic tag css list. Okay, I'll be using internal CSS to fasten up this class. Okay, then let me just create a list. This time around I am going to create unordered list. Okay, I have this. Okay, let me say Obi, Ada, Uche. Okay, and Paul. Let me test this code. Let's see what we have. Okay, this is unordered list, as we know in HTML. Now CSS has its own way of listing this stuff. Okay, let me just create a class here. Okay, let me call this class Css List. Okay, Css List. Now let me just start writing it here. .cs list. Okay, look at what I want to be inside it. Just like you see here, the name of that declaration is known as list style type. List style type. The only thing about this, HTML own is type, but CSS own is this. The only thing about the difference between this and the one of HTML is that this one has more options than HTML. Remember, HTML have a kind of disk square, but this one will give you a lot of options than HTML. Okay, let's just watch and see. I'll come here and say list style type, as you can see here. Okay, you see the options I have in CSS. I can use Armenian, cycle, decimal leading 0, disk, Georgian, lower alpha, lower Greek, lower Latin, lower Rome. This is if I don't want it to have anything listing. I can use none, square, symbol, upper alpha, and a whole lot of things. Okay, let me just start with none. If I say none, you notice that this dot will go out. You will not even know that this is a list. Okay, so coming back to what I have here, what about if I say let it use Armenian? What do I have? Okay, you see what I have as a listing. See what it will now use to list for me. Okay, what about if I do something like this? Cycle, we all know cycle already. Okay, you see the cycle. HTML have it as well. Okay, what about I use decimal? What is the result? You see 1 to 3, normal 1 to 3. Okay, HTML has it as well. Decimal leading 0, which means 0, 1, 0, 2, stuff like that. You see. Okay, CSS gives us more option than the one of HTML. You can use symbols. Okay, these symbols, I think you have to write the symbol you want to use here. Let me say I want to use a symbol of trademark. Okay, you can see trade. Okay, I think I'm missing out something here. Okay, in list symbols, it's just something like this. We don't include anything in it. Okay, and it will give you just this, something like this, just this. Okay, you can test out all other ones that we are seeing here from the IDE. You can test the lower Latin, Greek, and all of them. Okay, you see what I have, alpha, beta, whatever for Greek stuff. Okay, I don't think this is an initial and onset. This inherit, initial and onset, I don't think they are actually a symbol. I don't think so. Okay, this is for using all these symbol, the inbuilt symbol of CSS. But another thing is that CSS make a provision where you can use image to list. Yes. So how are you going to achieve it? You have something like this. List style image. Okay. You know, image, when we talk about image now, we can use anything. We can draw whatever, convert it as an image, and then use it as in our listing. Then in image, you write URL, just like the way we do background image. Then inside here is where you specify the image you want to use. But you have to make sure that you are using a very smaller image that will match up with what you are trying to achieve. Okay, let us get something that we are going to be using as our list. Okay, I will get this. I want to use this in my listing. Okay, let me find my sniper tool. Okay, I get my sniper tool, new. Okay, so that I can be able to, let me shift this one so I can be able to capture this. Okay, I have captured this. Let me save it. Save as, let me say ll.png, right? .png. Okay, let me find my desktop. Okay, HTML, CSS, images, save. Okay, I just snap this and save it here. I think it should be here. Okay, see it here, ll.png. okay, let me close this guy. Okay, coming back here now, it says images/ll.png, so that I will use this image, okay, this small image for my listing. Okay, so coming back to the code, you see that I am now using that image in listing. Okay, but the image is a little bit bigger than the listing, but the fact is that I am using it. Okay, so you can use a smaller image, maybe an image that have a hand or whatever. You can resize it very small and use it to list. So the idea is that in CSS you can do with either you list with image. I just commented this so that I can still write the old code I use, which is list style type. Okay, list style type. Then let me this time I use upper Latin. Okay, so either you use image or use the inbuilt one in CSS, or you can equally use the one of HTML if that one is okay for what you want to do with it. Okay, that's all guys for this tutorial on lists. Bye bye.